crying.
You're real. You know what?
No, I know you really watch the reel because we sound like that sometimes too when we cry on the reel.
And you know what? I want you to know you are beautiful too.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Very beautiful.
Thank you guys so much for being here. You want us to start girl chat?
Say it again.
You want us to start girl chat?
Kick us out. Say, let's get into some girl chat.
We about to start girl chat?
Yeah. Let's get into it. All right. First up, what do you do when you realize you're not really that attracted to your partner anymore? Oh my God, this is so scary because this really happens.
Yes, it does.
According to an
It does.
article
It does.
on Elite Daily, this happens a lot in relationships, and they say that you need to make sure that you're open and honest about how you feel without being too quick to call it quits. But I want to know what you ladies think. Obviously, you guys have been married for a while. You were married at some point in time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did the attraction end?
No, it
I'm
wasn't
just
that.
kidding. But, you know, I want to know, what do you guys do, and how do you think is the best way to handle if one day you just wake up and you're not attracted to the person anymore? What do you do?
Well, for me, Adam would have had to do something to make me be unattracted to him. So say we get into a fight or something, and I just didn't like what he said. I will literally, like, wake up and be like, you're just not cute to me anymore. I don't like the way
Thank you for being
handled that.
honest.
Yeah, being
Yes.
very honest. But guess what? He's done it to me, too. So it's not just him, but what I do is I just make sure that we reconnect. And, yeah, it's true. We reconnect.
How, though? What?
It depends. It depends.
Because, you know, some people could say, like, girl, I've been trying and I just can't feel it. It just isn't coming back.
For me, Adam's mind is really sexy, so
Yeah.
I just like to have, like,
And
a
see, that's
conversation
my point, is that I
with him.
think that in the beginning, when you're meeting somebody, what attracted you to your mate?
Laughter.
See?
We laughed all the time. And even when we have arguments, if I'm honest, which are very few and far between, he literally will be trying to, like, make his point, and he'll stumble on a word, and I just die laughing.
Right.
So
That's called puppy love.
Yeah, it's still new in that sense.
Yes.
But that's what I'm curious about. Like, how many years until I'm gonna go through the I don't find you attractive
But what I
anymore?
was trying to say is like what you say and what you always say about Freddie. It's not a physical attraction.
No.
You know how some people like, you know what I liked about my wife? Those eyes. Well, sometimes those eyes get old.
Yes.
Or, you know, I liked her butt. That butt sags. You know what I'm saying? It's just...
Yeah,
Yo,
it can't be physical.
It takes maturity to recognize this, you guys. You cannot be life committed to somebody where it's purely physical attraction. It will not work.
Not gonna work.
That's right, Gina.
And the second thing I'm going to say is, I'm going to speak for me, but I mean, for most women that I've met in my life, we are attracted to the brain. I'm talking about, like, intelligence.
Yes.
Yes. So, what you were saying, Freddie and I are nearing a decade. We're nearing a decade of our marriage.
That is amazing, Gina.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I have a really good man. I've been
That's just
amazing.
amazing. He been 10 years with you. I just commend
He has been a
Freddie.
lucky man, Lonnie Love. But with Freddie, you know, sometimes your marriage hits a plateau, just like a workout,
Yeah.
just like any normal thing that
A
you've been doing for a while. Yeah, a diet. You start to plateau, and I'm like, what are you guys laughing
I
about?
said a diet.
A diet, our diet and workout right now.
Yes.
I'm plateauing.
And you
Straight up.
you said, perfect. In your diet, you were like, Jeannie, what do I do to kind of hit it again? Because
Yeah.
she's trying to lose weight, and it just stopped for a while. And you got to do something different. So with Freddie, we started talking about the same things. When you're in a relationship for a long time, you start saying, how was your day? How was your day? I got this to do
Routine.
tomorrow.
It becomes routine.
And that doesn't stimulate my brain, you guys, which moves to stimulation in the So I asked him, let's talk
You're
about
being
different
truthful.
things.
Yeah.
Yes, and for Freddie, the same thing. Every time wives, nothing hotter than a wife who not only says, what can I do, what can you do for me, but you gotta ask, what can I do for you? Woo!
Very, very
What can I do
true.
for you? And that is hot. When our men, because we're strong women, when our husbands say, you know what, actually, you could do more, what you could step up in, you actually get a little, what, baby?
Okay, that's my
You get
point.
like that.
I completely agree with that. I think communication is the key in everything,
Yes,
you guys.
yes.
Like, if you are not attracted to that person anymore, I'm sorry to say it, but I like people to be straightforward with me, and I actually can take harsh criticism. Like, I can take it. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'd rather you hurt my feelings today than 15 years into my marriage. You're like, I've been over you for this long, and you never told me.
Yeah.
But you know
or you
something?
Like, you never gave me a chance to fix it.
But sometimes, especially in long, because I've been in long relationships where you start off and the person is one way and then they end another way.
That's true.
And I'm not just talking about physical. Like if they said that they were going to be, something and then they gave up on it, that becomes unattractive too.
Yes.
So you just I think you really do have to talk and say what you want and what I expected of you, what you expected of me, and then you can work it out.
Yeah,
But what I mean by
Yeah.
reconnecting.
Right.
When my husband and I want to reconnect, we're 100% honest with each
Yeah.
other. And we usually have date night. And that's when we just sit down, have a glass of wine, and really
And then you
connect
get
with
it
each
on
other.
afterward.
Absolutely.
Yeah!
But there's people that if you ask them a question, maybe I'm the only one. Have you ever been in a relationship where you tell somebody, well, what can I do to make it better? And they tell you, I don't know, I just don't feel it. Guys and women, you have to know what you want. I can't give you something if you don't even know what you want from me. You have to know. Right now, we're asking, well, what turns you on? What makes you attracted to me? What doesn't? Well, you need to know when your spouse is saying, okay, well, babe, what can I do to work on this? You have to have an answer.
Yes.
You can't just say, I don't know, I just don't feel it. Like,
Yes.
that doesn't help.
Yes, and I also think in a marriage, you need to know what stimulates you. Like for me, it's
Yes.
intelligence. For Freddie, it's quality time. So it's my job to make sure that meter of quality time is well spent and well
Yes.
nourished for my man, and for him to do the same thing to stimulate me and excite me and bring me to different experiences together. So you got to be in charge. You got to take care of you to make sure he is happy.
But this is my question then. Okay, what if everybody doing all of that? They doing all the reconnecting, stimulating,
okay,
and
and
all of
nothing
this,
is
whatever,
happening?
and it's still not happening. How
Yep.
long should they wait?
Not long. You
No.
don't need to be together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think that if you really tried and you tried everything and you just
And you're attracted to the right things. That's what we were talking about in the beginning. If you're
Yeah.
attracted initially with the mind,
if I think your mind
you're
is
always
whack still
Yeah.
after trying, it's a wrap. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's just
Yes,
not gonna work.
and then there are some people who don't know what they want, so they have that person running in circles trying to please the person, trying every single thing they possibly can do, but that person is just not okay with themselves, so it's not about you. That person needs to go take a time out for themselves.
Yeah.
I've had those ex-boyfriends.
You ever just didn't want to be with somebody? Am I the only one that feels like I just don't want to be with you?
That
like,
happened to me every 2 weeks. I'm like, I just don't want to be with you.
I just don't want to be with you.
And
After
yo,
a while,
that-
or was it initially? Do you see what I'm saying?
What?
No, I tried.
Okay, so that's the thing.
So I
You
did
tried.
try.
You didn't
One of them I
listen?
tried, one of them I didn't try.
Okay.
So one of them I tried because it had been a long time.
Okay.
And if I'm honest, sometimes some things happen that you just can't fix.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And if-
That's my last major relationship. It was like, it just didn't work out. And you feel bad because you wanted to work out because you done put so much time, into the relationship.
Yes.
You put in 3,
Oh.
4, 5 years. You're
Yes.
like, okay, I can make it work. And sometimes you just gotta be like, forget it.
It's not working.
Yes,
It's
yes.
just not working.
You ever loved somebody and woke up one day and realized, but I don't like you? I don't think people realize how important the like is. Like, in love comes and goes. You be like, oh, I'm so in love, then I'm not in love. That's gonna happen. I think
And
that's
you
realistic,
start
right?
hating
No, very
everything.
true.
I hate your feet. I
Yo,
hate your
I'm sorry.
I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you look at
That
me.
joke
Let's be
wasn't really
real.
that
Your
funny.
breath stinks.
Woo.
Your breath stinks.
I hate your mama.
Yeah.
I hate
Yo.
your
Yeah.
daddy. I hate
Yeah.
you.
You'll be like, oh, why did I ever think you were cute?
Yes.
Like, that's real.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
and when you start having those type of feelings, you really need to get away because
Yeah, that's when
you're
it's
not
time
doing
to
good
just
for
end
him,
it.
and you're not doing good for yourself.
It's so
Get
true.
out.
Yes.
True.
Yo,
Make it work.
we are talking to so many specific people out there. I feel this. Like, I feel it right now
Yes.
because we have all gone through
Yes.
those mates or those people. Even in our marriage, it's something that you constantly have to work at. But the best relationship is when you are serving another person and you know yourself true and you're cycling that love like you do unto
You
others.
cycle it.
That nice marriage where you can find that, or that partnership, or even that every 2-week boyfriend. That's when you get to know yourself better and you're in a good place.
Some of the best marriage advice I ever got was wake up every morning being intentional. Like making intention, like
Yes.
today I am going to serve my spouse. I'm going to think of ways to make him smile. I'm going to think of ways to be good to him, to be kind, to be compassionate, to be considerate.
Show him how you
and
wanna
if you
be
wake
loved.
up
And
in
that's
the morning
good,
with
but then
that
sometimes
intention,
you need to wake up and say, wait a minute, what has he done to serve me too?
Yes, you both have to. You both have
cyclical, right?
Yes, that's cyclical.
That's the word you were
Cyclical.
saying.
Thank you, Kim.
It's like a give and a take. You have to make sure one is not taking.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure one is not just giving, because that's exhausting.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, if you end up deciding to break it off with your man, you're definitely going to be trying to put yourself out there and date a little. And with that comes the dreaded first date.
Oh my gosh.
People are often nervous on a first date, and so unfortunately, they don't always make the best first impression. But how many chances do you think you should give someone before you give up on them and move on? I tend to think I'm very generous. I usually give them about 3 dates. Because I always
that's
think,
generous.
I know. I'm
Super
really,
whack. If they were whack on the first
I swear
date.
to God, you guys.
If their breath stunk on the first date.
I
there was
didn't.
no
I gave
chemistry.
a guy who had bad breath on the second date a third date. That's how nice I am.
His
Because I
breath was
thought,
like the
okay, well
first and
maybe.
second?
Huh? No, it didn't stink on the third date. I just didn't like him on the third date. But so if it's not working on the first date, I just think, okay, well maybe he's nervous.
Yeah.
If it's not working on the second date, I just say, okay, well maybe that was just a warm up. So if I'm not feeling it on the third date, that's when I say, I'm sorry, it's just not working.
Like that?
Yeah,
say it like
just
that.
like that, just like that.
I feel you with that. I might not be able to give them 3 dates,
Yeah.
but I love a good underdog. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
like somebody who comes through challenges. If, like, my first date with Freddie, he was super nervous, okay?
See? It
Super nervous.
happens.
His palms were soaked, sweating, and he just didn't know LA well at all, so he would drive me around. We got off the freeway, then we had to get back on the freeway, then he made a wrong U-turn, and he was like, I should have looked at a map, but I really just wanted to
But
spend
see,
more
that's
time
not
with
a
you.
bad first
And it's so
date.
cute.
Yeah.
That's the cute. That's
You still had some type
Right.
of connection,
You're
right?
right.
Yes,
It's like
we
it
did
was
have a good
endearing
connection.
to you.
A bad first date to me is like if we're out to dinner and he's constantly on his phone, if he looks at somebody else, if he's not, paying attention, or if he doesn't have a conversation. Now that's
horrible.
If I ask you, is Africa a country or a continent and you don't know the answer,
Dude.
I'm up out of there because my time is valuable.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's bad.
That's
That's-
different. That's different.
And it's
Yeah.
a continent, okay?
Why were people right now like,
Is it a
Do y'all
country
know?
or a continent?
raise your hand if Africa is a continent.
It's a continent.
It's a continent.
Yeah,
Guys,
It's not a country.
it is not a country.
See, I
Oh
hooked
my
you
God.
ladies up. See, this
so
is why
concerned.
next time you go out on a first date, ask them, is Africa a country or a continent?
Adrian, what about you?
Okay,
She's a
you
shot.
guys are gonna think I'm crazy.
Okay.
I don't go on dates with people I don't know.
Okay.
What do you, so you always
Oh, you've already
know.
spent time with them.
Everybody I've ever dated, I hung out with them, I knew them in then like a group of friends, and then I would be like, dang, I really like his personality. I wanna go on a date with him. Like,
That's actually wise.
yeah,
You're
I
not
would
wasting your
get
time.
to meet them, spend time, and then I would be like, or, literally if I had a friend who had a friend, I liked the person, then I would be like, yo, your friend is cute, like, can you hook me up? I want to go on a date with them. And then I would go on a date with them, and then I didn't have to go through the, do I like him or not like
Yeah.
him? Is he awkward? Is he not? I've already hung out with him.
But let's talk, right. So let's talk about first impressions.
You think that some of these dating sites now have group activities.
Yes, yes.
I believe in the group activities. Hang out in the group and pick the dude out in the group that you already see has a swag that you're into, has a vibe that you're into, and then you could be like, I want to go on a date with you.
But to me, that's like you're competing now. It's like, because what if somebody like, me and you picking two, I'm going to get the dude. He ain't going to look,
I'm going to get the dude. What if he want to get with you? He wasn't for me, okay?
No, but I'm saying, what if we both like the same dude? Now we competing, see?
No. But isn't that what dating is? You kind of.
But I'm talking about going out on a group date. I'm saying if you give me some one-on-one time, I'm going to try to make you mine, right?
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
can I be honest though?
Yo,
I appreciate that. I feel like
Me
if
too.
he really
Men
was
want
into
that.
you,
Yes.
I low-key would be like, yo, get him, Lonnie. Yo. You got this, boo. But like, if the dude instead was like playing more towards me, I'd be like, yo,
Yes. Yes.
You just
over
push
there.
me away.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, back up though. You don't see we have a connection. There's a chemistry. Something
I'm
happening
sure
here.
glad I ain't got that problem because you are taking me.
I know.